we are all about growing in our faith, growing in our relationships, and growing as women. Today on Let's Really Find Out, I'll be speaking on Deborah. And sorry, I like cut my hair, and it's just I cut my hair a while ago, and it's new as far as wearing hats. Like I've never really been. This is so off topic, but whatever. I've never really been one to wear hats, but this season I don't know why I'm liking hats more. So I think I'm trying to hide my new haircut. I like it, but it's just it takes me a minute to really get into it. But I like it with the hats on, or whatever. Anyways, today's video I'll be talking on Deborah, and I really honestly didn't know much about her before this video, just a little bit. And it was kind of interesting to see what all God had to say like about her and like the revelations that I got. So I'm just gonna jump right in. So Deborah was a judge, and at that time the judges were like military leaders. So so she was chosen to be a leader. And mind you, of course, women at that time being leaders was not normal. So keep that in mind. So she led these armies because at this time Israel was, and as always, I'm paraphrasing because like the whole history part is really not what I am the best knowledgeable in. I can just get the revelation from what was going on. I can just give you a quick rundown of how it is in my head. Like I said, I like to simplify it, so all the technicalities is it's just, that's not really what I'm here for. So anyways, just because I don't want to like steer you wrong or anything, but I'm just simplifying. Like I'm just simplifying basically. So anyways, at this time, like Israel was not being obedient to God at all. Like they weren't being obedient. So God like basically put them in the hands of their enemies because they weren't obedient. So eventually during this whole time they start to realize, oh shoot, I need God. So they decide to like cry out for God, and then God answers them and saves them. And so at this time Deborah is brought up to be a leader in the military, the army, to help fight the battle. So like I said, women in high places was not normal. Definitely not at this time. She was like a mother figure. I'm not really sure. It didn't really say that she had like children, like their names, but I think she was more so like a spiritual mother. Like she had like a mother type characteristic or personality where like people came to her and she like loved on them. That's how I feel. Could be wrong. So yeah, she was a mother-like figure. She was married. She had a husband, which makes me think she possibly could have children, but it just, I guess that part wasn't really important. Okay, so she was a leader of that time in the army. She counseled people. She was a poet. Like she wrote a song. In chapter 5 is like her song. So she was a great writer. She was a poet. Like the men would come to her and like ask for advice for them to like for her to like what's the word, oh, like cancel their disputes, like to be basically a judge at that time. Like people would come to her, they would ask her for advice, and that's what she was there for. She was a counsel, she was a prophet. God spoke to her, and she spoke to her people, and God speaking to her was really like the main way that she was able to lead these men. So she was a prophet, she was a counselor, she counseled people, she gave them advice, she encouraged, I don't remember his name, but that's, for me right now, that's not the most important part. But she encouraged a man to do God's plan. Like God was telling him to go fight in battle in some way, and he was like telling Deborah, look, I think he was saying like if you go, like Deborah was telling him to go, and he was like, I'll only go if you come with me. And she was like, fine, if I go, then it'll be said that a woman basically gets not the glory, but the woman was the one that led them. So I'm paraphrasing, but that's kind of just of it to show that she like encourage people to continue to do what it is that God asked them to do or God told them to do. And she was straight to the point. I don't see her as being like a soft woman. I just sense like she was like a caring woman, but she was like strong. Like for her to lead at that time with men, for one, women being in leadership is not normal. We know that. But to also just lead men in general, like that takes some strength and some patience. Um, so I just feel her being a well-rounded woman. So that's really it with Deborah. Like there's not really like a long. She's not in there for a long time. She's in Judges chapter 4, and I believe I said Judges basically meant like military leader, but also judge. Like when you were the leader, you were like the boss. You handle disputes. You handle problems, which is like a judge as well. So the thing with me though, um, so that was it with um, Deborah. I am kind of shifting into more of what I feel God is leading me to say. This week has been um, pretty interesting, not even interesting, but more so annoying with like just the devil trying to stop people, with him trying to just really stop the people of God and make them feel discouraged and all that, and just so many different instances this week that has happened that it's like, okay, devil, when are you gonna stop? Like my annoyance with the devil is something that's very strong because for one, he's very annoying. And I feel like I can't say that enough. He's very annoying. Like why? To me, it's like why are you continuing to fight and you know God's gonna win in the last place? For me, I can't understand that, but it is what it is. Like even Noah says he's weird, and he says like the devil doesn't come down. I'm like, you're right, he does. Anyways, so it's like in the book of Deborah, God used so many people, a couple people, to show that the ones who aren't quote unquote qualified in like society's eyes, God is going to place them in high places. God placed them in high places, and you know Deborah was a woman that wasn't normal. God used her to be a leader. Also, Gideon is also in the book of Judges, like with his role. I didn't really get deep into that, but he's in there. Um, Gideon had a sinful life in the past. Most wouldn't think that he would be a leader to go into battle either, but God used him. Who else? There was one more because I want to be on point. Um, a foreigner like Shamgar. That's not the right pronunciation, but that's okay. So just showing that like God used people who the world would think were unqualified or who just God goes against social norms. Like God doesn't care about what society thinks is normal. He's going to use a willing heart. He's going to use whoever he wants in order to get the job done, to do what it is that he feels needs to happen. So I just really feel like if you're feeling like you are not qualified, you may not have what you think society always says you have to do whatever it is you're trying to do. It's like if God called you to do it, stop questioning yourself, stop questioning what God told you to do. Like He said it, and He gave you that. So why question like the King with what it is He told you? I don't know. I'm just very annoyed with. I know I keep saying very annoyed. That's just the word that always comes to mind when I'm frustrated. But very annoyed with the devil in general and him trying to throw people off. But like God is so tired of people playing with His kingdom that like He's getting ready to shut the mouth of the naysayers like quick, and I can just feel it happening so quick. And it's not like I'm not, and I don't want to be wrong when I say this, but I'm just so ready for it to happen, just so God's people can get the recognition they deserve. And I know it does not. We shouldn't be trying to please men, or we shouldn't want men to like. We just shouldn't be desiring recognition from men. I don't know if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong with saying that, but I'm just ready for the day for God to just show and put the people that He chooses to put in places that most thought would be impossible. Because at the end of the day, is going to be the one to get the glory when it happens. So I'm just ready to see. So if you are feeling discouraged, you feel as though what you're doing doesn't have meaning, or you feel like you're not getting the recognition you deserve, for one, as long as God is pleased with you, that's all that matters. Two, your day will come when God shows to you that what you're doing was necessary and what you're doing is important. Like, it's important now, even when you don't see it and you don't feel it. It really is important, and that's something that I'm continuing having to speak over myself and truly believe, because for one, I believe it. I'm not just saying it just because I'm doing these videos. Like, I really do believe that in God's timing, He will show us, and we will kind of understand the process more once we get further along. So this video was more so, I really want to touch on Deborah, but I was really shocked. Like, I've been putting this video off. Like, it's Tuesday, and I usually do my Let's Really Find Out videos on Sunday, which I am moving the videos to Tuesday, but that's besides the point. Like, days behind. I know, that's bad. And also, just with this week and me just really feeling like God's getting really to rise up the unqualified. And they're not unqualified, I'm just saying that. But I just think it was amazing that God used these people in the book of Judges, and that He led me to speak on Deborah. And it's just like, okay, God, so you're just confirming what I've been feeling, because I'm like, what is going on? So be encouraged. I know this video was like a rant. I usually don't rant like this on here, but I'm just been, like I said, annoyed. I'm sure you could tell I'm annoyed. So, thank you for always being here and watching. Friday, at least I know on Friday I post these usually. Friday will be the, oh my gosh, Sipping Tea with Jesus videos. And pray with me and pray for me that I would be consistent with the days that I post these videos. But I really am moving these videos to Tuesday. So yeah, so thank you again. Of course, follow me on Instagram at hercrown__. Continue to be strong this week. Don't allow the devil to get you off your path. Rebuke him. You know, he only tries to stop what God has ordained. So it's like, you can use that as just change your perspective. Like, the devil is trying to mess with me because God is about to take me somewhere, or God is doing something good in me. So it's like, because why would the devil try and stop something that's not of God? So if you feel like you're getting these attacks, it's because something is coming your way and the devil is trying to get you off your course. So that just means go stronger, pray harder, worship more, get in God more, and then get that strength you need, and you'll be good. Again, so thank you again for watching. This was very not my usual, but this is real. This is, and I like to be as transparent as possible. This is me. For those who know me, annoying is like my go-to word to try and stay nice and peaceful, but I get annoyed with him. So it's all good though. God's gonna get the glory no matter what, and it's all good. It's still March. Spring is still here. Blessings are still coming. So I'm excited. So again, thank you again for watching.